Guys, we're gonna quickly rank American presidents that millennials have seen. Specifically, that millennials have seen in their lifetime. And there is two metrics, and that is American GDP, as well as the second one is international. That's international, international sentiment. Okay, there's two metrics, two variables, and we're going to rank American presidents in order from bottom to top. But yeah, again, one more time, if you try to argue with American GDP and international sentiment, then you may end up looking a little bit silly, but people can try to do it. And so this list is irrefutable. And we're going to get it going. We were going to try to get it in under 1 minute, but looks like it's running a little bit over. So we'll get it going. Okay, rounding out the bottom. Rounding out the bottom is, hey, Bush. Okay. There has to be a bottom if there is a top. If there is a top, there has to be a bottom. Okay, Bush. Okay, and then second from the bottom. Second from the bottom is Bush again, and that's how it goes, man. There's two metrics. Okay, American GDP and public, specifically international sentiment, and so yeah. That rounds out the bottom. Now, next up is Reagan, okay? Ronald Reagan. And most of us were very little, if at all, if even born. But we were very little, if we were born at all, during Reagan. But he counts, because he was the president during millennials' lifetime. And so, certain segments enjoy him a lot. But as far as international sentiment, well, that's part of the metric, okay? And obviously GDP is the second variable. So after Reagan is Clinton, Bill Clinton in the 90s, okay? Probably the best time economically in American history. That's debatable. That is debatable, but the 90s were, if you ask any Generation X type person that was lucky to start working in the 90s, then they'll tell you the 90s economically was probably the best situation as far best decade for Americans. So that's Bill Clinton. And the second best president that millennials have seen in their lifetime is, in fact, Donald Trump. Okay. Now, again, we're doing it off of international sentiment and American GDP. How are you going to argue? How are you going to argue? Now, people will try, and let them try. That any millennial has seen is, in fact, it's Donald Trump, guys. And that's number 2. Okay. And then obviously, and this is obvious, if you're going to try to debate, you can try to debate this. You can try. But if you are going off of the gross domestic product, American GDP, and international sentiment, the best president that millennials have seen in their lifetime is Barack Obama, and that is irrefutable.
Get the,
yeah.
Hey, get the instrumental, yeah. Just ready to spit, coming through HD, because it's well lit, Jones. And you know that it's on 2020 mid-year, COVID radiation. Okay, bro. Yeah, he sent me the beat. He said, Johns, just make sure you lace it with heat. Okay, every time. Relay automatic on the microphone. Verbal static. Yeah, it's time just to go to gjohnts.com. That's for sure. You know. Go to gjohnts.com. Soundtracks and mixtapes. G Johnts. Johnts.com. Oh, cause you know that it's on.